I believe in superhumanity. He just broke the world record for the 50-meter freestyle, a record that hadn't been beaten in 15 years. But to do that, he needed a little boost, or should I say, a little boost from a syringe. That's the idea behind the new enhanced games, which allow athletes to go beyond the limits of the natural body, which takes you from a physique like this to a physique like that, and above all to incredible performances. Our goal is not to break a world record. Our goal is actually to break all the world records. To break all the world records. Because these competitions will eventually cover every discipline. We'll see ultra-muscular humans facing off in boxing, sprinters as fast as leopards. In short, you get the ideal Olympic Avengers. And for now, swimming, athletics and weightlifting will take place for the Games in May 2026. Are you taking notes right now? I thought you weren't interested. But why create this? Aren't there risks for the athletes? And how far are they going to go? All of this started to gain momentum during a podcast where, in a conversation about the enhanced games, one of them decided to call a friend who is a former Olympic champion, James Magnusson, and ask him, "Steroid Olympics, where everyone is juiced out of their ass. Did you hear about that?" At that moment, James had no idea what was about to happen next. All the media picked up on this video, and the organizers of the enhanced games responded to his call. Challenge accepted. Aaron Desuna states, "For the first time, human biology is no longer a limitation." And he argues that, in any case, there are already many Olympic athletes who dope. He relies on a study showing that 43% of athletes have already used doping. According to him, these games would offer a form of fairness and would allow athletes using anabolic steroids to compete in a suitable discipline where everyone would be subject to the same rules and perhaps see a decrease in fake natties. I'm making this video to apologize. These athletes who claim to be natural but aren't would bring more transparency between the disciplines. On the Olympic side, the atmosphere isn't great. Until now, they were the only ones on the throne. With no competition, and now here comes some pretty serious competition. And some even go so far as to say that this could spell the end of the Olympic Games, as Michael Phelps has mentioned. I think that if we continue to let this get out of hand, the Olympic Games might not even exist anymore. Especially since the enhanced games are doing everything they can to attract athletes. You should know that an Olympic athlete today has to be surrounded by coaches all year round, follow an optimized diet, and use cutting-edge supplements, like the ones from DSS, for example. By the way, today's sponsor is myself. DSS is a natural dietary supplement company, in this case. We provide unique product designed to optimize your athletic performance. Go check out the website. I assure you the quality is top-notch, a perfect 10. Anyway, as you can see, being an Olympic athlete comes at a cost. Yes, having sponsors helps, but not everyone gets that opportunity. And in the end, only athletes who win gold receive 80,000 euros, silver 40,000 euros, and bronze 20,000 euros. And all the others leave with nothing. And on top of that, you can't combine the prizes. If you win 5 gold medals, you still only get 80,000 euros. This is where the enhanced games completely change the rules. Every registered athlete receives a fixed salary of at least $100,000 per year. Each event offers $500,000 in prize money, with $250,000 going to the winner. And above all, $1 million is promised to anyone who breaks a world record in certain disciplines. 50-meter freestyle, 100-meter sprint. Here, everyone gets paid, even before winning. The founder criticizes the ecological and financial impact of the Olympic Games, especially the waste caused by the massive construction of infrastructures that are often unused after the events. In contrast, the enhanced games will rely on existing facilities, thus avoiding colossal expenses and unnecessary environmental damage. He also criticizes a system that generates billions without fairly rewarding the athletes. The enhanced games offer a transparent alternative where enhanced performances are medically supervised and priority is given to health, athlete compensation, and scientific innovation. From my point of view, it's precisely the scientific innovation that really gets me excited. It's true that it allows for scientific innovation and, in certain circumstances, to learn more about many other things. Performance, longevity, recovery, whether for better or worse, we're going to learn, And you, would you watch this kind of games? Because if we compare it to bodybuilding, natural shows are clearly watched less than non-natural shows like classic physique. Is it going to end up the same between the Olympics and the enhanced games? Now, what are the risks? How is the doping aspect going to be handled? Once again, the organizers of these games have the answer. They distinguish between what is legal and what is simply banned by the Olympic Games. For example, anabolic steroids are classified as a Category 3 substance in the United States, but their personal use is legal in 23 countries, including the United Kingdom. The majority of substances banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency are actually perfectly legal. But just because they are legal doesn't mean they are risk-free. Arwan suggests replacing anti-doping tests with health checks focused on cardiac exams, MRIs, and blood tests to ensure athlete safety. He emphasizes his desire for scientific innovation. Well, and also to make some money, since they've already set up paid solutions on their website so people can have doping protocols monitored by doctors. But Arwan clarifies that athletes are not required to take these substances to participate in the enhanced games. Anyone can compete freely and claim to have simply won the genetic lottery. Well, you have to be brave to compete against people who are juiced, or else be a liar. But the question is, are you for or against this kind of game?